So he pulls up, he stops right in front of my house, right? I'm like, oh fuck. Turns. Like a slow, like cinematic kind of turn. Let me tell you something.
He said that to you.
Yeah. I'm looking directly at him.
I swear he was on the phone too at the same time though.
He was like, no, he was just, he had his hands like right here. He was like, let me tell you something. I'm Marilyn Monroe. Not Nikki. Marilyn Monroe. Never been Nikki. Been Marilyn Monroe. I'm a cursed bitch. I was like, oh fuck. I was staring at this dude like, yo.
What is about to happen?
We are about to have to fight for our lives right here in front of my house because this is crazy as fuck. And he's standing there and everybody's quiet, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm on the phone with Spectrum.
That's what it was. You was on the phone.
So I'm trying to talk to Spectrum still, and I'm looking directly at this dude, like eye-to-eye contact. I'm talking to Spectrum, and then I'm like, hold on, man. Put Spectrum on hold. I look at him and just like, have a good night, man. This dude was like, I ain't never heard nobody either. All right. Turns, starts walking down the street. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on with this street, man?
Yeah, you like walk a block the other way and you murdered 8 people.
Yeah, like probably. I was like, yo, this dude.
Somebody, if you had responded with, no, you are Nikki, he definitely would have killed all y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah. Good night, Nikki.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's why I was just like, how can I diffuse this guy right now? I just want to have a good night. Like, let me say something like slightly polite and dismissive. Like, I will see you another time. Please keep walking.
Hey, we're back at Hipsters. Today we're going to be doing the monthly review for July. We're going to be talking with Antoine, Tay, Dorian, Connor, and Jeremy.
That's your NPR voice.
Yeah. And we're talking with Antoine, Tay, Jeremy, and Connor.
I thought that was my normal voice, you guys.
What? You sound like my son. He's been doing that for like a week or two. He's been like, this is how I really sound, Dad.
We gotta do some shit with this podcast, like how comedians have openers. We need like an opener podcast to like get everyone else on the same level. Like, we gotta get someone to do a pre-podcast to warm up the audience a little bit. Yeah, it's a good ass. Take that off the air. It's a good idea.
Hey, listen to these couple mini-sodes real quick and get ready for the main event.
Yeah. We need like
we
a.
You guys ready for your big podcasters for the night?
We'd have to start using like B-level podcasters since we're the A-level podcasters, is that right?
We are the A-level podcasters.
Yeah, we'd have to get like another set of a group of podcasters to do the mini-sodes.
Funny, we're the B-level podcasters too.
We are all level podcasters.
We go by different names during the B-level podcast.
Right, just us off. The opening act and the closing.
What if we have you ever listened to the opening act of the podcast and then the closing act and compared the voices? They're the same.
No.
No, that's Steve, John.
Yeah, Antoine, I mean Steve.
What if we just linked like a funny YouTube video in like the episode description? And it's like, watch this before to really get it. It's like a YouTube fail compilation or something. Some real
like,
funny shit.
It's just like an old 1920s cartoon, like Stepping Big.
Yo, dude, I was watching some Buster Keaton the other day. I was watching some silent film, some comedy silent film. That shit's still pretty funny, honestly. There's some like physical comedy.
That Charlie Chaplin shit?
Yeah, that just doesn't get old, man. It's still pretty good.
It's like the Three Stooges. Like I can still watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty like they got some bits.
Sometimes.
Some bits.
It was like this dude Buster Keaton. He bought a train to do a movie, and then he just like because he didn't have like special effects back then, so he just had to like run around a moving train to like do like pratfalls.
That's the one that like made him famous, right? But that was after he was famous.
I think this was after he was famous because it still is the most expensive silent film ever made, or maybe even black and white.
He was like riding on the front.
Yeah, because he had to destroy a whole steam locomotive for part of the movie because it like fell off a bridge at one point. So he just had to like blow up a bridge and a train. Part of the movie.
Yo, that's so lit. Like, what?
Making movies back in the day was way better. Because they're like, hey, there's no special effects. We gotta blow this bitch up. That's when special effects became a thing. So he's like, yo, they can't just be blowing up all the bridges and wrecking trains, man.
Whoever was they decided to switch to special effects right around the time of fucking King Kong. They're like, well, we can't blow up the Empire State Building.
Well, the other thing that gets me is it was a straight up comedy. Like there was no like drama really or action. Like it was action, I guess, a little bit, but it was a comedy. So it'd basically be like, what if like Scary Movie or Pineapple Express was like the most expensive movie ever made? That was like Avatar levels of like budget.
That just makes me want to make the most expensive silent film ever made now. Like we could do it.
A silent film?
Yeah, make our own silent film.
Well, it'd be pretty easy to do in like real dollars, but in inflated dollars, I don't know if you could buy a train. I don't know if you could like afford a steam locomotive or whatever that was. Like I'm sure there was a whole $8 back then or something. Yeah, I had to spend $100 to make this expensive movie.
That's how much the movie was.
Yeah.
And not a penny more.
Now let me charge half a penny for each
It really is so fucked up. This shit was so cheap back then, and there were still like multi-millionaires. Like, get the fuck out of
Those are
here.
real evil people in the world. Hey, how are you a millionaire, man?
Yeah.
There should only be 1,000 there.
The legal pay for your workers is 8 cents a day.
Hey, that's where they got rich.
No, that's like the fucking, who are those? The Vanderbilts, I think, or
big New York family.
yeah, goddamn, who is the Pittsburgh ones? Carnegie's.
Yeah,
Just like
Steel family.
yeah, but they just like made like hundreds of national libraries basically as image rehabilitation because they were so evil. It was like, we're just gonna like give every like fucking town in the Midwest a library and call it even. All right.
Nice.
So,
No hard feelings.
go ahead and talk about Jeremy's arch enemy here.
Oh.
Jeff Bezos.
Breaking records this month.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you have this?
$143 billion in a day or
Yeah,
something like that.
that sucks.
Yeah, it was
Isn't there 30% unemployment?
30% unemployment.
Unemployment
That's why he's
is
making so
going
much
up.
money.
Yeah.
The government's giving people money, they're spending it at Amazon.
The government's not giving people money anymore, man.
Yeah, real life. That ended this month too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like at the very end, right?
Yeah. So I guess back up a little bit. So Jeff Bezos is making what did you say? 100?
Let me check my.
I thought it was 400 billion or 400 million.
No, it was billions.
It's something stupid like $1 million a second or something. Yeah,
Maybe I
that's.
lost my picture, man.
I can't see how anyone would think that's like good news, right? Like, what kind of person thinks that that's like? Because definitely, like on the news sites, that isn't pitched as like a, and this is awful.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just
Like an
like
achievement award.
Bootlickers.
for real. But like, you got to at least be mad that someone has that much money, right?
No, they're celebrating because they're like, these fucking stupid motherfuckers think like, oh, I'm gonna be that rich one day.
Like, there's one, and he's here now.
Right.
And he's here now, but nobody thought that there was gonna be that person.
Because he runs an internet store? Get the fuck out of here.
The best internet store.
Yeah,
He
man.
does run the best
fucking-
internet store. You use it.
I don't know.
I don't really use it.
You don't use anything Amazon related.
Not really at all.
I mean, Jeff Bezos related.
My cameras were made by Jeff Bezos.
You got them off Amazon.
I didn't buy them off Amazon.
that
I bought
is-
them in a store.
Maybe the most damning
Okay, well,
thing
they're
that you have the
Amazon made.
Amazon cameras.
What? I didn't know they were Amazon when I bought them. Like,
Anything like Ring made is like Amazon.
it's called Blink. That's why I was like, oh yeah, it's not Amazon because Amazon has Ring.
No, they got
But
hella shit.
Little did I know, Blink is owned by Ring.
Do you read like Washington Post shit?
Not really.
That's Amazon shit, though. I mean, Jeff Bezos shit.
Yeah.
He's making money off of that. And he owns everything now.
They should just rename the paper to like the Amazon Times. It'd be sick.
And I know now that like I definitely am giving Jeff Bezos money because he's the only store in Cleveland that I can find that stocks the yerba mate that I like the most.
And the real Amazon is out there just withering away. Crazy.
Sad.
It's blunt.
That's like a common lyric, dude. We were talking about that. Man. Amazon getting rich while the Amazon burning. Like some shit like that. Deep. So yeah, that sucks that he made some stupid amount of money in a day while the fucking country's dying.
Yeah, I can't find the exact
And
amount.
speaking of country dying, we have all the unemployment extended benefits ran out this month, and I think it was revealed but it came out that the bill that they're passing doesn't have any sort of addition to that, while their people still aren't getting like hired anywhere. So that's not good.
Yeah, that is.
Discussion, thoughts?
Rewind for 1 second.
Oh yeah, rewind.
18.5 billion.
18.5
in one day.
Billion to his fortune in a single day.
Damn.
18.5 billion. That's fucking ridiculous.
So if he's moving at that pace, he about to be at $1 trillion.
So why does nobody think Jeff Bezos needs assassinated?
Yeah.
I mean,
Because we need Amazon.
You were talking about like that.
we don't need him though, and we don't need Amazon.
Like,
Like
he's
you can
got
go
it.
to a store, man. Like it's convenient, but
It's not even that convenient, right? Like, here's my thing. I can get something by going to the store in the same moment that I want it.
Dude,
right?
yeah.
Not the exact thing that you want, though.
pretty fucking close, man.
I mean, pretty fucking close. Is the thing.
And here's the thing.
That's the thing why Amazon is what it is because it gives people
Okay, but, like,
exactly what they fucking want.
Now it's half trash anyways, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, that's
There's
just because they do FBA and let other people sell shit on their
Yeah,
shit.
that's like awful. Like 'cause
That's
I-
why he's making money too, because other people are selling their products on
Yeah.
Amazon.
He's doing like the McDonald's route, but over the internet.
pretty much it.
Owning hella shit, but not really owning hella
But
shit.
I'm with you there, Jeremy, because like, yeah, like the price can be a little bit better there, but if you also like, you can look on fucking like, I don't know, like Craigslist or something and get good prices on shit for a lot of stuff.
The way I
Or
look
You
at
might die
the way I look at it,
on Craigslist.
I'd rather
Yeah.
might die than 40% chance I'm gonna order some garbage.
I mean, you're
Like,
ordering
I-
the garbage. Like, if you like, it doesn't have to be Amazon brand. Amazon sells everything. Is what I'm saying.
But no, but like, here's the
Like,
thing.
you could get other
you do
shit that's
see
not
it.
Amazon.
I've
Like,
seen plenty of people where they ordered something off Amazon, they got it, and they're like, "This is some trash."
I ordered my son a mini bike off of Amazon. Bitch came, works great.
I've ordered shit off from Amazon too.
And there's a bunch of shit like with other like recommended
Because it doesn't
seller
come from
best-
Amazon. It's like a third party seller. That
Amazon
you're
is
ordering
literally a third party. Yeah,
Right.
It's like using eBay.
I know that.
Why does now everybody hate eBay? How much money does eBay make?
eBay makes a lot of money too.
eBay been out here forever.
Ever.
Not fucking
Smash
18
it.
billion a day.
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
He's right about that one.
18 billion in one day is fucking ridiculous.
That's too much fucking money for one person to make in a day.
Yeah.
Like that's not even what the company made in a day. That's what Jeff Bezos made in a day.
Jeff Bezos
profit
is
he
probably
pocketed.
richer than.
What, than Amazon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he owns Amazon plus other shit.
I don't know how that shit works.
No, there's no way he's actually richer than Amazon itself.
Oh, okay, yeah, you might be right. I mean, 18.5 billion in one day.
Right. So that
But
means that
Amazon's like a
Amazon probably did
trillion-dollar
like
company
5
probably.
trillion that day or some crazy shit. Like,
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
like I don't know exactly. Like I made up a number.
Yeah, I know, but like, they had to make hella fucking.
Right, because that's a publicly traded company, so that means they had to pay out shareholders, fucking CEO, fucking all that shit before Jeff Bezos even gets to die. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, but he didn't only make money off of that for that day.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like, he's pulling in money from so many different places. It's stupid. We probably couldn't even comprehend.
That's the part that people are missing though. Everybody think it's just coming from Amazon.
Yeah, it's everything. Whole Foods.
But isn't all that shit under the Amazon umbrella, anyways?
No, he probably has other shit. Like
I mean, like, they're intertwined like any company would.
Like whenever there's something that goes wrong with Whole Foods, the Amazon stock could go down.
well, that's
I don't
'cause-
think there's a Whole Foods
No,
stock.
because
right?
that's those two companies are like the same company now. But he has other shit. Like he's got the newspaper, which I mean isn't bringing in a ton of money, but like I'm sure he has other shit that I'm not fucking familiar with.
Yeah. I mean, he probably has hella shit that we're all not familiar with.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You bringing 18.5 billion in one day, you gotta have a hella streams of income.
You watch Shark Tank, you know how this works. You got to invest, man. Got a lot of different things to invest. He could go on Shark Tank and invest $18 billion,
Man.
into something because he made
That
that one
nigga
day.
could buy all the sharks shit.
yeah.
Oh, the
He's
sharks.
the megalodon. He just comes to like, yeah. I
He
just
is
wanna,
literally the megalodon. On some real shit. That was the most accurate comparison for fucking Jeff Bezos. Like, those motherfuckers are like great whites. This motherfucker's a megalodon and he eats them.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are like
Jason Statham's
hammerheads.
gonna kill him. I watched that movie. I know. I fell asleep through that fucking film.
I also fell asleep in that film.
I don't think anyone's ever actually seen the whole thing.
What are y'all talking about?
The Meg, the movie with the giant shark that Jason Statham kills.
Nah, I never seen that.
No.
I remember hearing about it, but
Usually when I
didn't
just
know
see
that's what it
sharks in
was, though.
movies, I usually don't.
Yeah, they're
I thought
they're
it was,
in like
I thought it
a
was like a Jaws movie.
they're in like an underwater base and there's a giant shark.
Yep.
So
And
it's like Deep Blue Sea.
then the shark like starts attacking the base.
Yeah, it's
At
a
one
mad
point.
shark.
Yeah,
So
like
is it like Deep Blue Sea?
I haven't seen that one.
Really?
Yeah.
when Samuel L. Jackson got ate by a shark?
Oh, it sounds
No,
good.
no, it's kind of like Deep Blue Sea. It's kind of like Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
You had I didn't know the name.
Survived the whole movie.
I didn't know the name. I didn't know the name, right? But like the minute you said when Samuel L. Jackson got hit by a shark, I was like, oh, that's what
You guys see the thing about all the Firefest merch?
Oh yeah, the government selling off fire.
Yeah, because when was like a Billy
McFarlane.
Firefest was that
McFarlane,
terrible, that thing gone wrong, right?
Yeah, that awful event that barely took place.
Yeah.
That was a whole. So
With the
he got
cheese sandwiches.
when he got brought up on charges, they seized the U.S. Marshals seized all of the merch, like all the T-shirts and hats and shit.
Yeah, reselling it.
And yeah, they're auctioning it off now, and I kind of want a Firefest hat, guys. It'd be sick to pick up.
They're gonna go for it, like what the average price would be.
I mean, it's gonna be like, I don't know. I feel
It's
like
like a
a lot
social
of it.
media like artifact. Now.
I think it's gonna be a thing to have.
Yeah.
Like people are gonna want it.
Again, I remember back in 2019, Firefest. The next year they started selling the hats, and I got one.
Then the government's gonna make the real Firefest capitalize off all that.
The government's gonna make the real Firefest. Like, hey guys, we could do it right.
Anybody who
gonna
bought
be
any
Donald
merch, you get your
Trump.
free ticket.
It's gonna be Donald Trump and fucking Ja Rule working together to make Firefest. We're gonna put on the best music festival ever.
It would be exactly the same though. It would just be like,
Cheese sandwiches and all.
No. Except it would be exactly the same for like poor people, but like somehow amazing for rich people.
Yeah.
Like,
Trump's at the actual Firefest, like, oh my god. And then you just there, like, what the fuck?
dude, could you
How do I get there?
Could you imagine the funny shit that would happen if Donald Trump like lost all his money? Like I know he doesn't have like a $1 billion like they said or whatever, but like he's still got like money. But if he lost it all,
And you had to like live.
all the dumb but like the dumb shit he would pull, he would have like the Trump cruise, like the Trump Carnival cruise, where like people have to like come here to hang out with Donald Trump. That shit would be so funny.
you get your free MAGA hat when you
Donald
fucking.
Trump, aren't you?
Yeah, like people forgot, but do you remember briefly when they were selling like MAGA hat variants? Like it was early in the Trump presidency, but they had like a Halloween one and shit.
No.
Yeah, I think was like nominally for his re-election campaign, but it was like right after he got elected. I wish they would have done more scam shit like that. That would have been very funny to watch.
Conspiracy theory of the month, y'all.
Oh yeah, where you
Wayfair.
go?
Was that this month?
I
Shipping the
thought we
kids.
talked. Didn't we talk about that? No, we didn't. I
No,
just listened
shipping
to the last-
kids. This is this month.
Yeah, that
That's
one's
this
that
month.
one's fake. We all agree that one's fake, though, right?
Yeah, that's fake.
I mean, it's still funny.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure we're all.
All right, so like no lie, it almost had me for a minute. I was like, this might be
Because Jeremy and Antoine, you two
It
specifically,
almost had you for a minute.
you come in
Then
here
you
with some
piece
stuff
together, you was
sometimes.
like, oh, this is it.
but I'm like, I don't know if I follow you on this one. But yeah, as long as we're in agreement, the Wayfair one's like pretty fake.
Especially when the girl came out and she was like, hey,
I'm not even missing.
I'm
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, I guess we should back up and say like what it was.
Okay, so the Wayfair conspiracy is a conspiracy that Wayfair.com is selling.
Famed furniture seller, home furnishing,
Yep.
internet retailer.
They're selling children inside of their very expensive $13,000 to $14,000 cabinets.
No, they're not even selling cabinets. They're just selling the kids. That's what I understand.
Oh, no.
It was in the boxes.
No, they come in the
They
cabinet.
come in the cabinets.
So like it's a cheap cabinet that they put a kid in and then charge you $20,000.
Yeah, and then they also
Okay.
had like pillows and shit that they were like $10,000 pillows. And then the people found this, and then there's another website called Zandex.com where if you went and plugged in the SKU number from the Wayfair website,
It brings up pictures of kids.
would bring up pictures of children, and they would be named the same names as the Wayfair cabinets, which had missing children's names in their name.
Dun dun dun.
But most of that shit was just like people fucking around, right?
I mean, no, I wouldn't like okay, so like I fucking.
My thing is,
took
why
the
even have the name?
So you could go look up the. So you
No. Okay, so like he does got a point because like if you already know the ins and outs and you got to go to Zandex.com and plug in the SKU number, why would you
the name on there.
put the name on there?
What is Zandex.com?
Okay, so Zandex.com is a Russian website.
That was created
Mother
months
Russia.
ago.
Yeah.
that Really, that's all I know about it. It's a Russian website. It was presented to me with the information, and I was like, well, I'm going to go check it out and see what happens. And then I went and plugged in an SKU number on Zandex.com, and I was like, that is a bunch of picture of kids.
Now the Russians have been listening to everything that you do.
They probably have. They're probably like, these dumb motherfuckers going to give us access to their shit if we just put it a part of a conspiracy theory.
Let's get some podcast pings from Moscow.
I mean, that's what they're doing in China with TikTok.
That is what they're doing with TikTok.
I mean, it's also what we're doing in this country with everything.
Yeah, true.
I mean, we are the world police.
Dorian's like, that's our job though, so we're just following orders, right?
Everyone voted. The U.S. gets to be the world cops. Everyone's agreement.
No, that's probably been happening. The thing they told me about that was happening in China the other day when we was moving.
Oh,
I got some more conspiracy theories before we move on from conspiracy theory.
Do we want a conspiracy corner?
Yeah, we're going to conspiracy corner it for a second, right? This month, there was a lot of racist dog whistles on the side of the Trump campaign.
Sure.
Right?
More so than normal.
More so than...
Oh, I'm sorry.
A dog whistle.
That sounds conspiracy related. You can go ahead and spit that out.
No, it's not conspiracy related at all. It's real shit.
Dog whistle being something that like...
Well, okay, this shit I'm about to say really did happen. It's just like not guaranteed that it's supposed to be racist, but like it's racist.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, let's see.
It's like shit that people don't normally like. It's not like saying the N-word racist, but it's like saying stuff that people like something that only a racist would understand as racist is a dog whistle.
Yes.
Like only a dog can hear a dog whistle. Only like a racist person can hear like a racist dog whistle.
exactly.
It is the thought behind the naming. But like you go ahead, Jeremy.
Okay, so like with what we got started on like the whole fucking like tangent was, so you know the number 88, right? It's supposed to be a racist number.
Yeah, it's what HH Hail Hitler.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Because there's one thing that neo-Nazis love, and it's numerology. Like, shit is so stupid. Because it's like because they didn't want to have like a fucking like SS tattoo or something.
Right.
But like now everyone knows what that shit means.
And like the 13 and shit like that.
Yeah. 13 words. Is it 13 words?
I think it is 13 words. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that I know all the. I hate that I have to know all the fucking stupid racist bullshit.
Because you gotta know, you gotta look out for the racist dog whistles, right?
Yeah.
So this one in particular was a black and red baseball that Trump was selling. Now, black and red also has some meaning to it too, because like it's supposed to like mean black shoes, red laces, type shit, and that's like supposed to be fucking black boots and red laces done a certain way is racist.
Yeah, that's like a skinhead thing.
Yep. And the baseball was being sold on the official Trump website for $88. And it's like, for what reason is this fucking baseball $88?
Yeah, that seems very specific. Someone running that merch store knew what they were doing.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like, it was the official store.
Yeah.
Like, then there was also...
Because like black and red in and of itself, I don't think necessarily means racist. Like black and red's also like anarcho-communism. Like there's a lot of shit that those colors mean.
Right.
But that and the 88 is kind of it's a little sus.
So then they also were doing like the triangle designation for like socialists this month, where like they're like, well, no, Antifa.
Yeah, Antifa.
They're using the triangle designation that the Nazis used for socialists for Antifa members, like in fucking like videos and shit. And then they also like Trump retweeted a video of a guy literally yelling "white power" this month. Like at the beginning of the month, it was like the 2nd of July.
Yeah.
And fucking like he's like, these are very good people out here just trying to do what they do. And like in the video, the dude's like, white power. Like,
It's crazy when I see like a white, like if the KKK has a rally or something, like they're always like protected by the police.
Right.
Like, the police are never like against them ever.
That's how all protests are supposed to be, right?
Yeah, right.
That's how all protests are supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying. They don't work for us.
These protests are like against the
thought.
police right now.
What?
These protests are against the police.
Right.
Like most
right. They're supposed to, like, even if you're against them, they're supposed to protect. Yeah. That's supposed to be their job. Like, to make sure nothing it's supposed to be to make sure, like, fucking racist white people can't come fuck with, like, black protests and, like, black people can't go fuck with, like, race or like, even normal people go fuck with racist protests. Like, on some real shit. Like, but no. That's not how it works. They only defend the racists.
Yeah.
Like, they only do defend the racists.
Turns out.
Because the racists are not the majority, so they need protected is how they probably feel. But like it should be both ways.
It's about 100% supposed to be both ways.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, fuck you for saying we killed that guy. We're gonna kill a bunch more guys.
Yeah.
Fuck you for saying that, man. Yeah, so that's still going on a little bit here and there.
Adding to the Wayfair thing.
We got more conspiracy corner.
Wayfair also supplies ice with their beds. Was another portion of
like
that.
the immigration control ice.
Yeah.
This thing that really isn't even a bed. It's just a
it's used to steal those 1,500 kids.
Like
So they got what's that chick's name? Ghislaine?
Maxwell?
Yeah.
Yeah, they caught her, man.
Pour one out for a real one. Ghislaine Maxwell behind bars.
Yo, did anybody see when fucking Trump wished her well after she got arrested?
Dude, I love when you can tell a tweet that Trump actually made versus one that was like PR team made, because there's no way anyone else would have said that shit.
Right.
Well, it wasn't even a tweet. It was on video.
Oh, it's like video.
He's like, I wish her well. I wish her well in all that happens. Like, what? Word!
Goddamn that. So she hasn't died in prison yet.
No, she hasn't.
She hasn't had a mugshot though.
I swear there hasn't even been a video of her getting arrested.
No, there was nothing.
Yeah.
They just said we arrested her.
We got her.
They knew where she was the whole time, basically.
Where did they catch her again?
Why wouldn't there be a
Out in
mugshot?
fucking like New Hampshire or some shit?
Yeah. She was
I
like,
thought she was in a different country.
No, she was in New Hampshire.
yeah, she was in like somewhere in New England.
People took pictures of her not too long ago. She was just at a restaurant.
No, that one was fucking weird.
That was a doppelganger.
Because you were talking about the In-N-Out Burger one.
Oh yeah, she had like sunglasses on.
Yeah, so that was a weird one where it was like someone photoshopped that, because like the posters they had in the background were for like a movie that came out like 8 months ago or something. Like that one happened right after Epstein got either caught or killed.
Okay.
Because they were like looking for her at the time.
It must have just like resurfaced.
Killed, you mean
So it was
suicide.
more made it seem.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. When someone did suicide to him, that's when that happened. And yeah, so that's when that one came out. And I think at the time, like, people kind of knew where she was. Like, people who were following it and like were listening to what people were saying knew that she was like with this weird dude who's like a business guy who has like some like shipment tracking software or something out in New England, just in like a kind of like a seaside mansion or some shit. So like, I don't know why they took her now. I guess it's like there's got to be something behind the scenes, right? I don't think that's
Yeah, these
out of
niggas
the
was like,
realm.
man, she about to say some shit. We gotta fuck her up. That's what happened. They were like, go
Or
get
it's
her.
one of those things where we got to remember we're coming up to some big fucking elections here, so.
Yeah.
We gotta see, like, not even president, but like Senate and shit. And we gotta see who benefits and who doesn't from her saying things, because that's
Well, that was like the conspiracy theory behind Trump wishing her well. Like, it was like him being like, "Hey, bitch, you played ball," and
yeah.
I wish her well. That's the code for killer.
No, well, what the people were saying was like he was pretty much being like, "Hey, I'll help you out if you don't say nothing about me or any Republicans."
Yeah.
Type shit.
I love that every celebrity of a certain like status has a picture with her somewhere. Like, how does that even happen?
I mean, because they're all frequenting the same things, man.
Oh, yeah, I know, but like, there's people who I don't think are necessarily implicated in the whole.
I seen some shit the other day that was like
Conspiracy over the picture
supposedly
there.
like documented what she was saying.
Yeah.
I don't think they were real, but it said like Stephen Hawkins and shit
They
was
released all
involved
the
in
fucking
it.
documents,
But like involved in the pedophilia, not like just at the thing.
No, I read that too, and I'm like, the man's dick didn't even work, y'all. Like,
I mean, that doesn't mean that he can't be like looking at young girls or involved.
He has to
in
get off
pedophilia.
somehow.
You're
if
right.
he is into that type of shit.
I mean,
know
I
what
guess
I'm
you're right.
Wait, who are we talking about? Are we talking about
Stephen
Epstein's
Hawking.
weird dick?
Stephen Hawkins.
Maybe there's more information about this at this point, but I always like, because you look at the flight logs, you look at the people who went to that island and shit.
I mean, but this was like testimony, not like
Okay, was it?
flight logs, not like saying he was
Now,
there. So I'm saying
my
it was
question
saying
is,
he
did you read
was.
the whole
Okay.
document, or did you just read that one screenshot that had like the list of names?
I mean, I just read like a couple of the names.
Yeah. Okay. All right. See,
Where could you find the guy?
I got the whole document. I plan on going through it
Jury's
myself.
part of the documents.
Yeah. Alex Jones here.
Well, go ahead and send those over.
I will send those on over your way.
trying to think what else. There's something else with this story that happened. Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer, Alan Dershowitz. I think is like way more implicated in this shit than people were like.
He was on the papers too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the judge that was supposed to be taking the case. Her family basically got killed.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Goddamn, UPS guy wasn't it? Or someone dressing up as a FedEx person.
You can't implicate
Don't do
UPS.
That was Fed.
It wasn't USPS.
Fed for Federal Express.
FedEx. They came
Federal.
through strapped up.
Which, like, what, her husband and son or something?
Son died. Husband got shot.
They killed the son at the door.
That's like...
That's pretty
Some
crazy.
movie shit.
It happened like, 2 days after Ghislaine?
Out here, man.
2 days after the case was transferred to the lawyer.
Yeah.
Or the judge.
To the judge, yeah.
It's incredibly suspicious. Like, that's one of those things that, like...
It's not even, like, suspicious. It's just like we do this.
Yeah. Like, they're not even hiding it no more. It's like, if you following it, you know. If you dumb as fucking ain't, you don't know.
Yeah. They transferred the case to her. 2 days later, FedEx shows up and kills her son.
Damn, what a coincidence.
And, like, they didn't even have a reason for the dude to have done it. Like, there was nobody like, oh, well, they...
It wasn't like a former, like someone who got tried by the judge who
Did
had
he
like a
even
bad
steal
sentence or
anything?
something.
Did he steal anything?
No, he just shot
he just killed him.
Steal the car, like have like a cover. Man, this is very blatant.
I don't want none of this expensive ass shit in here.
Yeah.
I don't want none of this. I'm just gonna
this has been a crazy ass month now. Like I'm like looking back through some of my notes. I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. That happened.
I've not looked through these at all, but apparently a lot of the files for the Ghislaine Maxwell case that have to be made public by this point in like the process, they just have to.
Yeah, that's the files we were just talking about.
Yeah, but they got like redacted. But if you
Some of it,
take it to a certain website, like apparently if you just copy paste it, the redactions aren't there. So people just have like there was like an error. I have not followed this through yet because I just read about it like the other day. But you can just like pretty easily get the unredacted files. And I haven't seen I haven't figured out exactly what that means yet, but I think that was an error that's pretty fucking funny.
That is actually hilarious.
Right. We get to see everything now.
It's probably gonna be boring shit. It's probably it's like the one case where like redactions aren't.
we just redacted like this guy's seaside resort. He actually didn't know anything about it.
What else?
Tory Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot and both feet.
Yeah.
Both feet?
Both feet.
I thought it was 1 foot.
Wasn't she beating him up?
She
was whooping his ass.
Like she came out and said that she wasn't that they probably were having an argument, but she wasn't like
they probably were having an argument. That means she was beating him.
Yeah, she was beating his ass.
If you say probably were having an argument, like nigga, you were having an argument.
You were there.
What do you mean probably were having an argument?
I couldn't have imagined a more tragic end to Hot Girl Summer. Really, you could shoot that one in the foot.
Tory Lanez has to go back to Toronto, man. Get him out of here.
Oh, he's deported?
No, I'm just saying, like, get out of here. He's canceled.
Canceled, bitch. You ruined Hot Girl Summer. There's only 1 month left.
Yeah,
but still, though, like, why would you shoot her in the feet?
Yeah. That's short.
You didn't want to kill her, man. She would beat his ass. You need to get her off of him.
I did read that he was getting beat up. Cameron said that it was because she had a dick. I mean, that's what Cameron said. That was a tweet.
That's not
we
what he
should
said.
all listen to Cameron.
That was a
in 2020. We should really be paying attention to what Cameron says.
Cameron said that dude, man.
Is he?
I mean,
what's the last Cameron shit you listened to?
I think there's a lot of entertainers from certain areas of like, I don't know, entertainment and music and shit who just shouldn't be online. Just like
I be thinking about that all the time. Like, how did y'all like Snoop Dogg has been here through all the fucking bullshit.
He's got a good that's because he got a good PR team, dude. At some point, that guy hired some really good PR people that told him like, here's how you need to act so you make money forever. After he came on the scene
and dropped his first album, he had a murder case.
Now he's doing
now he's like your grandparents know who Snoop Dogg is.
He hangs out with Martha Stewart.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he's doing Doritos ads with Martha Stewart.
He's doing National Geographic voiceover.
Yeah, right.
He's got to definitely be one of the most known rappers like worldwide, like
ever on some real shit.
Like he's a global icon at this point.
Yeah, so it really goes to show that like if you get famous, you hire someone to like tell you how to be.
Handle your shit.
Yeah, because I mean, I can't say for a certainty that's what he did, but that's what he did, right? There's no way.
Almost guaranteed.
There's no way that dude wouldn't have fucking canceled himself left to his own devices. Like, maybe he's like totally woke now, or I don't fucking know, but like,
I mean, he did go Rastafarian for a minute.
Yeah,
became Snoop Lion.
Oh man, I forgot about that. That was
weird. Gospel album like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and then they dropped it real quick, and when they realized it wasn't gonna like sell records,
he went right back to Snoop Dogg.
And he was talking all this shit about how it's like a spiritual awakening or whatever. It's like, actually, I'm gonna make more money as the rapping thing.
Also, this month, Tyson set up a fight with Roy Jones Jr.
And Roy Jones is going to get pummeled.
Yeah, he's going to get killed.
So explain this to the fucking nerd in the room. What's going on here?
So Mike Tyson is going to fight Roy Jones Jr.
Have you ever seen Mike Tyson fight?
I don't know if I know Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr. is also a fighting legend.
Yeah. Okay, he's like another
Captain Hook is
another
his
old guy.
Yeah, he's pretty
old, middle age. Yeah, like
he's like 50.
Okay, not his prime fighting years. So it's gonna be
Mike is like 52.
Roy Jones is like 40 something.
Yeah, he's way
like
younger.
50.
Nah.
He's like 50, dude. Look it up.
Roy Jones was just in fucking Fight Night.
Dude, Fight Night hasn't came out since 2010.
Roy Jones was not fighting no fucking
dude, Roy Jones
30 years ago.
Dude.
If he's 50, that means he was 20 when he was fighting.
51.
Roy Jones?
Yep.
Damn.
How much old is Mike Tyson, man? They got to be
y'all
a gap.
y'all trying out here trying to attack me.
When did he fight?
Right.
So
what? Mike Tyson did start early as fuck.
Yeah. He was like in his 30s, probably.
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones.
Oh yeah.
I be forgetting
Roy Jones was out here mumbling in his 30s.
So this is gonna be an old man fight.
Yeah.
The greatest old man fight you ever seen.
What you need is
I gotta find
free time.
wait. Let me play this.
Highlights of Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Let me just play this one clip right here for you. It's only like 20 seconds. I don't think we can.
Is it him and the barista or?
So this dude was like, I want to put a bet on the fight. He was like, I want to bet you that Roy Jones Jr. is going to beat up Mike Tyson. No. So I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever you want to bet. You want to bet 100? You want to bet 20? What do you want to bet? Mike Tyson's going to murder this guy.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah.
He's still a scary looking guy. Like, that guy still looks like he can kick anyone's ass.
You should have seen him before the tattoo, man.
Let me see if I can find this.
Mike Tyson before the tat? Before the face tat?
Yeah. He's like so mad at himself that he's not actively beating someone up that moment. Like,
yes. Like literally, that's why
when you watch highlights and you see the way he fights, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, he needs to release that.
And if you go home and you're like if you go home and just look up Mike Tyson knockout highlights, right? It'll only be like a 5-minute video. You'll see like 30 knockouts in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe more. And you're going to see how he fights, and then you're going to be like, I'm about to order this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's going to be the greatest thing. And the pre-fight
so this is going to be like a fucking real pay-per-view,
yeah,
right?
It's a pay-per-view. Yeah. And then the undercard is a former NBA player, Nate Robinson. He's 5'9".
And he's fighting who?
He's fighting Jake Paul.
Yeah.
The YouTuber.
Yeah.
I'm
about to watch it. Like I don't really be watching shit like this.
You can come over.
I'm watching that one.
It's gonna be great.
I want to see Jake Paul get his ass whooped so bad.
Yeah.
He's fighting Nate Robinson too, which makes it so much better. Because like Nate Robinson's not a fighter; he's just a basketball player.
I want them to sub.
You know what he does when he's off the court?
I seen his video of him training, and
never mind.
He's not a fighter.
I hope our podcast gets so successful that one day one of us can fight a
somebody else. If
a low level fucking famous person.
Yeah, no, you're going to be the fighter.
Who do we send as tribute from the podcast? Who has to take it? Because I don't think.
So what?
What's gonna happen is somebody's gonna get challenged because we're all different personalities. So somebody's gonna be like, "Nah, I want to fight that bitch," and then they're gonna tell us, and they're gonna call us out on Twitter, and we gotta fight them. Whoever gets
no matter who gets the challenge, you gotta fight them.
You got to. If it's an even weight class, you don't gotta go like fighting
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
If Mike Tyson calls me out, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, y'all."
Well, but I'll tell you what, if Jonah Hill calls me out, boy, I'll tell you what. Like,
man, Jonah Hill gonna knock you out, man.
He might.
Jonah Hill's been working out too.
He has been working out.
I don't We don't know what Johnny we gonna get, man. He fluctuates throughout the movies. He be 4 different sizes in this movie.
No, because for us, our real podcast beef, I feel like the most consistent ones are with like weird billionaires. So we just
gotta be Jeremy versus Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Finally,
that motherfucker is going to have Batman tools to fight me. It's gonna be bullshit.
Well, no, because he's gonna like train. He's gonna do like fucking meditation. He's gonna get like a boxing coach. He's gonna do all this shit, and you just have a fucking gun.
It's like to call an ambulance, like not for me, man.
You put some fucking what are they, like brass knuckles under the glove.
Jeremy just one shot at Jeff fucking Bezos.
You don't think you can take Jeff Bezos?
I feel like I could take Jeff Bezos just because that motherfucker is a billionaire, and I have so much animosity inside of me for Jeff Bezos that he don't stand a
just
chance.
Blackout.
Yeah.
No. This
Mike Tyson.
This fight's not going to end by like judge decision.
No, I'll bite that motherfucker's ear off if I need to. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Fight over now, motherfucker.
He's gonna have some lasting damage.
Man, I really can't.
Amazon Prime that.
I'll Amazon Prime your ear back, bitch.
When is the pay-per-view again? When do they fight?
September 12th.
September 12th.
They announced what they're doing to like make it fucking COVID safe or whatever it is to kind of run it.
No, they're just fighting each other, man.
Oh, okay.
You're fighting Mike Tyson.
Well, is there
you
a
ain't even
crowd?
worried about COVID when Mike's in the ring.
Is there?
Right. Mike's gonna kill you.
Right. Probably not a crowd.
Yeah. Okay.
The fight probably wouldn't be long enough. It won't even be necessary.
Right.
So, would y'all
think
fight
about
Mike
that.
Tyson?
What?
Would y'all fight
For
Mike
how
Tyson?
much money?
No.
And how long do I get to train?
It
Do I
doesn't
get
matter.
do I get to like wave a white flag after I get like barely hit, like gloves touch, like I'm done, I'm out of here.
You always do have the option of just playing like you're knocked out.
Even if he misses his
take
first
one
swing, I'm
hit.
falling.
Yeah. No, I just want like bell rings, like I quit. I'm out.
I got in the ring with Mike Tyson. It's what
probably
you would
chase
tell
you.
people for the rest of your life. Like, I got in the ring.
You'd probably say so. You'd be so mad.
I've seen those fucking like jackass things where they have them like get hit by a guy,
Like Butterbean.
like Butterbean, or they did it a couple times like an MMA guy or something.
Mike
Like,
Tyson fought Butterbean.
fuck that, fuck that, man. That looks so bad. Anyone who like knows how to punch. Like, I could probably get into a fight with a guy who doesn't know how to punch. Like, and like I'm big enough that I think like I can do something. Like,
Just give him
but
some
like anyone
haymakers.
who's like spent any time thinking like, well, how do I really hurt somebody? Like, I'm out. No.
Yeah, you felt that, didn't you?
Spend any amount of time thinking.
Yeah.
Those people that just come up and like press their finger in a spot and just your body collapses. You're like, okay, I'm sorry.
I just met someone who like, I don't know, took like an MMA class, like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu class like 3 times. Like they probably like
Somebody who knows how to actually throw their weight behind their punch.
I took karate for a couple years, but we all know that's all bullshit. Like that's nothing.
I was in Taekwondo when I was in. I got pictures, but come on, man.
Like, I
tornado kicking
I can make an
somebody.
okay
I mean, you
fist,
didn't
but
stay
like
doing
that's not.
Taekwondo though.
Okay.
If you would have stayed doing it until now, you would have been like a black belt and you would have been able to tornado kick somebody.
That's like playing basketball. You be like, I played when I was 4, man. I'm 25 now. I had it back in the day.
Yeah, I had it back in 3rd grade.
I used to be the man.
I used to be able to left hand lay up anybody.
On the
Nothing.
tight hoop, though.
Nothing takes the wind out of your sails like a Taekwondo or karate thing, like breaking a board. Like,
And
you know, if you,
you
like, you
can't
punch
do it?
through a... No, you do it, but then like some kid who's like 3 years younger than you also does it, and you're like, fuck. Like, what is this?
What are we really doing here?
Show me that board again.
Are those boards pre-broken?
Yeah.
Bitch, you got it's like perforated.
Yeah, exactly. Come on,
Breaks the
man.
same way every time. They don't even get a new board.
They just like,
That would be. I don't want to know how to like. I'm not super interested in like learning how to fight, but I want to know how to like break a cinder block. Like that'd be sick if you could just like whip that one out.
I don't know. I've seen too many videos of like people trying to break cinder blocks.
Yeah.
And it not working. And it looks pretty painful.
You gotta train,
It does look
right?
painful.
You gotta like figure. It's gotta be like a technique thing, right?
My dudes with the heads.
Yeah.
Those are the worst when they don't break it. Like, ooh, you didn't break it, man.
You knocked yourself out,
They
huh?
always do it again too. Like they can never just fail
Right,
one
just
time.
Boom. All right. Boom. No. Okay. Boom. Like, no. You can stop.
Can't do that.
Did you guys hear that the Supreme Court made more of Oklahoma Indian reservation?
No.
Like it's like half of Oklahoma now.
Good news.
That sounds like the one good thing the Supreme Court's done recently.
Yeah.
Didn't they do another?
No, they did a good thing.
Didn't they do another fucked up thing this month too?
I don't know if they did another fucked up thing this month. I know they did another good thing last month.
Oh.
They made it so that you can't be fired for being gay.
Oh yeah.
No more.
Yeah. Okay. I remember us
Gay or
talking about that
transgender.
last month.
Yeah, that was a good
I think
thing.
That's not. I don't even know if you get classified as good. That's like a dude that should have been done.
Like, come on, that's a neutral.
Okay.
We're just getting to this point.
Why were they allowed to before?
Yeah, you right about
That's like them a game developer having something in the game, taking it out, and then putting it back and like, hey, this is a brand new feature. Like, no, it's not.
I remember this in 08, motherfucker.
It's never left. This should have been a
Yeah.
thing.
NBA Live.
I stealing something from that Connor posted that was a funny thing. There was the Census Cowboy in Chicago.
Oh yeah, you guys see that video? It was incredible because it's the mayor of Chicago.
Mayor of Chicago.
Who was doing some sort of like like a public speech, like a press conference, and she starts the speech by saying that Chicago needs someone like Batman for Gotham City, and that this is because they needed to do the census.
Yep.
So then Old Town Road starts playing from a speaker somewhere in the background, and she says that they need to get some like fucking cowboy justice on census data collection. And this fucking cool fucking dude comes out on this horse
Wearing like a green hat and shit.
Yeah, like a green cowboy hat, like a safety green. And she's like, so we have a census cowboy who is going to be riding through neighborhoods and taking your census data. And she said some weird shit like, this is not a good thing if he comes to because you need to
fill out the census. You guys have poor census reporting.
Yeah. Like the implication that the census cowboy is strapped.
Next month we're gonna have a story about the Census Cowboy busting somebody.
And so that was basically the whole video. It's just this like guy on a horse, and then so someone did find the census cowboy in one of the neighborhoods, just riding around in a horse, and was yelling like "Black Lives Matter," and he was like, "Yo, fuck 12." It's the funniest shit ever.
Why has the Cleveland got no lit shit like the Census Cowboy? I'm salty right now.
Yeah, I
just
feel
picture someone
like
stealing the horse from him, man. Someone already stole the police horse, and in a couple places, I just imagine them.
I feel like because the mayor's too comfortable here, we need some new guy in to like really shake it up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Jeremy for mayor. Like I announced it this month on the podcast. I'm gonna be running for mayor by the next time there's a mayoral election. Then you got to be 30 though, so gotta wait a couple years. Taco Bell announced that they're removing all motherfucking.
That is not funny. That is not funny.
Removing what?
All potato items and like a bunch of other shit.
Potato items?
Every potato item. No more potatoes.
Say goodbye to the potato griller.
Say goodbye to cheesy fiesta potatoes.
Say
I'll tell you what.
goodbye to the spicy potato taco.
Dude, that was the shit for $1, dude.
It was so filling for $1.
They took away a lot of the dollar menu.
Dude, the vegans are gonna be so
triple
mad.
nachos
That was
are
like
The vegans have been
Frito-Lay
are
burrito.
angry. I've already spoken.
it's like the one place they could eat.
They're already fucking too expensive now. You
Yeah.
order 3 tacos and a
Yeah.
pop $15, bitch. Put the potatoes back, bitch.
Yeah, you
Fuck you, Taco Bell.
It's crazy.
Fuck Taco Bell. Boycott Taco Bell. Defund Taco Bell. Abolish Taco Bell. Cancel Taco Bell. Fuck Taco Bell.
And 12.
And 12.
Menu item number 12.
Hey, real shit though. Connor's right. That ain't funny, man.
Yeah.
That shit ain't even close to funny, man.
I didn't
You
expect such
just started the depressed shit.
I didn't expect such an uproar out of it.
Man, what the fuck do you mean?
Honest.
What else are they getting rid of?
Oh, there's a bunch of shit.
Yeah, you
like,
gotta pull up the full list because
Okay,
it's
so-
rough.
there's going to be
No crunch wraps?
all
no more?
potato items are gone. Quesadillas are gone. Loaded grillers are gone. Triple layer nacho is gone. The beefy Frito burrito is gone.
That went
Fuck, they're going out of business. They're going out of business. Fuck these niggas.
They're gentrifying. They're like, fuck, we don't want to be for the poor anymore. They're gonna make all this shit
I
expensive
did
as
hear
fuck.
that they want to be more like Chipotle. There's like something from the CEO or something.
Niggas, Taco Bell never be Chipotle. Never.
The spicy tostada's gone. The 7-layer burrito's gone. The
Didn't they get rid of cinnamon twist too?
I think they got rid of the cinnamon twist.
The 5-layer burrito?
Why is there even a reason to go to Taco Bell now?
For real.
Baja Blast? No.
I can get that from the store.
We can buy Baja Blast in the store.
Yeah. they done fucked up with that
Yeah,
one.
they lost their licensing for that. It's
They think the
everywhere now.
Dorito Locos Tacos is gonna save them?
Not
Fuck
for
that
$3.19
Dorito
a
Locos
piece.
dollar.
Yeah.
Not for $3.19 a piece.
Right, them bitches are expensive as fuck and they ain't that good.
And yeah, sour cream
Yeah, I
and
haven't had one since they
tomatoes.
first came
Oh,
out.
so-
That's like
Yeah,
70
taco.
more cents.
Man, I never hated a fast food place more in my fucking life. These niggas
This
just
man
ruined
Antoine is about to
everything.
start crying. Like, he's about to turn into Mike Tyson on that one video.
This would be an
Letting Taco Bell do this makes me feel like a bitch.
What else did they get rid of? That's it?
This is the taco cart
I lost
takeover.
my shit at Frito Burrito.
The spicy tostada, the 7-layer burrito, and nacho supreme.
Okay.
Everything that they're taking away, you put it on the taco cart.
We just take all of Taco Bell's ingredients and sell them somewhere else.
I think what we see now is an opportunity for a real like second string fast food franchise.
Taco place?
Not even taco. I'm just saying another.
Where's another taco place for
Bring
that?
Del Taco
Yeah.
to Cleveland.
Del
Taco John's.
Taco John could
Del
come.
Taco sounds a little better than Taco
I
John.
never had Del
Me
Taco.
either, but
Or
I'm just going off a
what
name
I'm
right
saying. What I'm saying is Hardee's could start selling like a potato taco.
Hardee's is actually pretty close too.
Nah, man, I got a taco from a burger place, and it was a worse shit.
You talking about that Burger King
King?
one? That was.
It was from Burger King. Get the fuck out. Why did you do that? Why did you try that?
Dude, guys.
What made you think that was a good idea?
Let me talk about this taco because I had it too.
What the fuck?
Why?
So they got a tortilla, just a soft tortilla, and they put all the things in there, and then I think they deep fried the whole motherfucker.
Yeah, like lettuce and all. Everything inside there. Like,
Drenched in oil. It was so gross.
It was the worst thing I ever ate. It was pretty fucking bad.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I didn't think I'd
Was
ever.
it like ground beef or was it like chopped up Whopper?
It was like ground beef, but it was like the beef that's in like the 7-Eleven mini tacos or like the frozen mini tacos you could buy.
Like, I didn't think you could get a taco worse than like some at-home old El Paso or something, but they like figured it out. they like solved
They
that
literally
one.
sold you frozen tacos, like the ones that come in the old little.
Walk us through the thought process of y'all ordering y'all food and saying
It was
yo,
$1. It was $1.
That's all it takes, really.
You see it in the menu, it's $1. You're like, I was gonna get some nuggets,
I'll
but
throw
I'll
that
get this
in.
taco instead.
Yeah, why not? I already got a Whopper.
Yeah.
Taco's just like an appetizer on the way home.
Yes, dude. Let's talk about ordering extra food to eat on the way home.
You got to, man. You got to. I only live like 3 minutes away too. It's so bad.
Did you make it all the way through?
It's so bad. I don't even live far. My food's gonna be hot as fuck when I get home.
Did you eat the whole taco?
Yeah, I ate the whole thing. It was gross the
You
whole
pull in the
time.
driveway and you have to park for 5 minutes to finish eating your little travel meal before you take it inside.
Did you ask for your
Am I the only person that does that?
No, I do this,
yeah,
100%. I can't deny it.
Like I throw in little extra
I might
nuggets
get
and
like
shit
a,
sometimes.
I might get like some fries or some shit.
No.
Well, no, I don't want to eat all my fries.
I
right?
usually just buy
That's like the
another
meal.
fry.
That's
That's
like
the meal.
You just buy a small fry.
Yeah, I buy an extra one.
Fry?
Yeah, I buy an extra
Yeah,
fry.
just a second small fry.
That's what we're talking
It's
about.
just whoever I'm
I don't even really
getting
like
food
fries
with
that
usually
much.
gets fucked, right? Like, because like I'll be like, I'll eat most of your fries on the way home.
I get called out for that. I
Hey,
don't
your
wanna
dad
deal
taught
with
me
it.
a valuable lesson, man. When you driving with somebody that gets some fast food, right? Fry for each person, not just fry for yourself. Every fry you eat out of the bag, you hand a fry to the driver. You have to. It's courtesy.
Okay.
No, that's a real life rule right
He
there.
taught me that. I was like, that's some smart shit. Now my girl be like, I guess feed me a fry, you get a fry. If I'm in the passenger shit, I'll feed you a fry, get a fry. Keep it even.
You get driving and just a fry disappears.
It's like,
Pretty much, yeah. It's great. It makes it so much better.
Act like you looking out the window, had it with your hand.
Tate's like, I'm gonna try to figure out a way around this system.
We're like, nah, we ain't both eating fries tonight.
I'm eating fries, bro.
I'm getting 3 fries and you getting 1.
This is the second monthly review podcast running that we've talked about eating French fries in your car on the way home.
Maybe that's a sign we're supposed to stop the podcast. Yeah. We're not supposed to do it anymore. All we know how to talk about is eating fries on the way home.
Well, it's good.
I mean,
It's a staple in life at this point. I've done it my whole life. I can't.
Yeah.
now the rule is out, though. The rule was never out before.
It'd be crazy.
Oh, yeah, the rule
It'd be
is out.
insane to stop now.
Fry for me, fry for you.
Hey, we should make a
Respect
bumper
or
sticker
die.
that just says "Fry for me, fry for you."
Some shirts.
Some shit. Well, I mean, it's not always fry for me, fry for you. If I'm at the house, you ain't no fry for me.
We'd have to have some, we'd have to have somebody draw like 2 guys or 2 people in a motherfucking car. Fry for me, fry for you.
And then one guy.
Nick Cannon got canceled this month.
Nah, he didn't get canceled.
But Wild Now literally did get canceled.
What did he do?
He was like pretty much saying like Jewish people are animals and like all kinds of crazy shit.
That's
and like,
bad.
Like was like,
He said black people were the real Jewish people and Jewish
is
people
he on
weren't Jewish.
some is he on some Farrakhan shit?
He's on some black
He
Israelite
literally was
shit.
canceling. He was literally quoting Farrakhan.
He's canceling Farrakhan.
Nick Cannon was like, I'm the new Farrakhan. Farrakhan's canceled. I'm gonna take some of his clothes though.
And cancel.
Because I feel like last month, who did we have? Was it Ice-T or Ice Cube? One of those was tweeting some shit like that was like adjacent.
Yeah, Ice Cube.
Yeah, because Ice-T's good at Twitter. So it was Ice Cube who was like doing some like
Twitter.
He is he's hilarious.
He is.
Or whoever runs his account. I like to think it's him.
I like to think it's him.
He's like, the best quote from Ice-T was like, you gotta treat Twitter like a game. Get in, talk a little shit, get out. So it's like constantly.
Yeah.
He used to have these like daily. He used to have these tweets that were like daily game and have like and then he plays Call of Duty. He fucking knows. Anyway, but I think it was Ice Cube last month was tweeting some like this was like legit or not, but he's like I didn't know exactly what I was saying. I don't believe it. I think, but it sounds like the Nick Cannon shit was a little bit more right up in there.
Yeah.
They removed this fucking video like so hard from everything. You can only find like little clips of it now. But like pretty much it was like him being like, Jewish
You took
people
the
aren't
whole
real
episode
Jewish.
down.
What?
You took the whole episode off the podcast.
I think it was removed from like YouTube before he even tried to take it down though. Like
Probably.
But yeah, pretty much he was like,
What was the context? Just something you wanted to say? Get out there.
He was talking to Professor Griff. He was one of the ex-members of Public Enemy.
Okay.
And he was kicked out of Public Enemy for saying stuff like that.
Yeah, because I remember, was he the one who got kicked out because who's like the main guy from Public Enemy? I can't remember.
Chuck D.
Chuck D was like, he wanted to do like a Bernie fundraiser and shit. No, that was Flavor Flav.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm remembering this now.
Professor Griff, he got kicked out like back when they were like in their prime and shit.
Okay. Damn.
So Professor Griff was on board, like, you right, Nick, you right, and Nick was just about to get canceled.
It's crazy because you didn't hear Professor Griff say anything in the video while Nick is talking, so I just imagine he was sitting there like, all right.
You don't remember what happened to me?
Yeah, come on, man.
Too hard, buddy. I agree, but hey, man.
shut the mics off, man. Shut the mics off, man.
It was so wild because like Nick Cannon was even like, I'm gonna be real careful about how I say this. And he's like,
insane.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, they're all a bunch of animals. It's because they don't have enough melanin. They're closer to being animals than us. I'm like, wild.
Like taking notes. Interest? What? This is a new kind of. I mean, I know it's been around forever, but yeah, that shit's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if there's any.
So about that, you just want to hop to it, man?
Oh, I got one more. That's kind of lighter. You guys been seeing Elon Musk go off on Twitter this month?
Oh, and Kanye too.
This was
while both Kim and fucking Grimes are like, please fucking stop.
Yeah. So the Elon Musk one, the most egregious one was, I think, Bolivia, the country that the U.S. basically helped do a coup with earlier this year. Last year? Anyway, recently.
I think it was 2019.
Okay, yeah, last year. Is one of their major export. One of the things they do the most is they mine lithium. Yep. That's one of the biggest industries in the country. Something that, I mean, if you're have that an electric car manufacturer needs a lot of to manufacture their cars. Mm-hmm. So someone pointed this out to Elon Musk on Twitter. And saying like, oh, is this why you did the coup? And I think his response was, we will coup whoever we want to.
Whoever the fuck we want.
Yeah, we will coup whoever the fuck we want to, which is not a great look. This is right on the heel of him saying pronouns suck on Twitter. And I believe that one got Grimes, his girlfriend, partner, whatever, unfollow him on Twitter. And like say some shit like, yo, you need to stop this.
The unfollow was crazy.
Yeah, they mutually unfollowed each other. And it just like, he is going nuts. It definitely got me to read some older shit. Like I read this article from like years ago that was written by his first wife, his starter wife, that sounded, she definitely didn't phrase it like this, but he sounded real fucking abusive in that relationship. So definitely cool guy that everyone on the internet loves. So Kanye was doing some shit too again.
Wait,
I mean, Kanye had his rally this month.
Oh, I forgot about that. What was the deal?
He said some shit that was like cool, and then he had like a manic breakdown.
Oh yeah, and then he said some crazy shit about Harriet Tubman.
Yeah. What was the cool shit? Like, what kind of cool shit was he on about?
About like teaching people how to grow food and stuff like that.
Much agricultural stuff.
Yeah.
He's always like in the past. He's had some good opinions on things.
Like whenever he talks, he always has like those moments where it's like,
because it's like,
that shit sound good. He just goes,
he gets like caught up in a moment.
It's true. George Bush didn't care about black people. Like that's not a lie. But
he just gets caught in the moment.
Hurricane Katrina, though.
So like I've heard interviews with him before, and I think it boils down to he doesn't respect school. Like obviously, like you look at his first couple albums, and they're all about how he dropped out of college, and in his own mind he graduated. You know, like that's the ethos. So I think when people who like did the research a lot of times go like, hey, no, you're wrong about this, he's inclined to not believe them. It probably lends him down some real fucking like there's but also in that there's an air of truth. You don't need to go to college to like fucking know about some shit. But right. I think he also doesn't know about a lot of shit. Like doesn't listen to the people who might. And like, yeah, he's like, he had that fucking song on the first album about how fucking working a job sucks and like minimum wage is awful and shit.
Working
and like
at the Gap.
Yeah.
Look at him now making $10 million deals with the Gap.
Yeah, right.
Still working for the Gap.
Yeah.
He thinks he's working with the Gap.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. The Gap kind of needs this.
The Gap needs me right now.
Okay.
Adidas would be nothing without me.
Just imagine like the president actually like there's a presidential line at Gap because Kanye wins.
Right.
Yeah, he's presidential.
That would actually be illegal at that point, though.
Yeah. You have to give up all that shit.
Donald Trump's still making money off his shit.
He's really not supposed to.
He would just put it in his
yeah, rules are out the window. I think if Trump can get away with it, Kanye can definitely get away with it. Well, might not be true.
I mean,
well, like, okay, so here's the reason Trump's able to get away with it is because he just put all of his shit in his like kids' names. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, but Kanye has a kid.
Well, I think the thing,
couple kids, you can't put it.
You don't got no adult kids yet.
Northwest name.
I think the thing we realize. All that,
and then he's gonna get all shit.
He's gonna get
That's what's really gonna divorce him.
Bitch, got you.
Now that I own your whole catalog, buddy, deuces.
that would be sick. That would actually be like some like Shakespearean Hamlet shit or something. If like the Kanye empire was broken up.
He became president and then lost everything.
Man.
And then he only served one term.
The American dream.
Well, we've already said that's how the world is going to end, so he definitely would only serve one term.
I think a Kanye presidency would be everything that like the
Everything
weirdo
that we needed.
Well, no, it'd be all the things that the weirdo leftist accelerationists wanted the Trump presidency to be, where it's like things are going to get so weird and unstable that like people can start making moves. But like, it turns out Trump was just like a fucking like controlled by like the fucking state or whatever. But I think Kanye is such a wild card that like not everything would be great, but like you could probably get some shit in there.
He's definitely not a state operative at the very least.
I don't think so. Yay is not an asset. All right, so you had some sad shit. You had some stuff to bring it down.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with the prisons and camps over in China?
Oh, for the Muslim people?
Yeah.
I've been hearing a bit about that.
Yeah, I just saw it like a few days ago or whatever, but yeah, like basically got like fucking
Damn near concentration camps.
yeah,
That's been going on for a minute, right?
yeah. Chinese government, you know, they keep this shit under wraps and shit
Right, because like
with the media or whatever.
my immediate inclination with a lot of these things is to be pretty skeptical when people like, especially people in our country, like Americans make these claims about like what's happening in China and shit. Because like it, you know,
I mean, they can go to China though.
What's up?
They can go to China.
Right, but like what I'm saying is like, okay, you're like looking at the neighbors when you should be looking in your own yard. But like this is pretty fucked up. Like I haven't seen.
I mean, we pretty much got concentration camps too.
Right, yeah, real
absolutely.
life, like ice.
So we are still looking at the neighbors while not looking at our own.
The scale of what's going on over there sounds like it's important to look at and to see, and hopefully. I don't know how the fuck anyone's going to stop it, but
Right,
War.
that's
China?
never a good answer.
I mean, that's the only way that shit stops.
Well, that's why we ain't doing shit. Because it's
I mean, we can't right now because China's like, you got motherfuckers locked up too. They probably talk to each other.
Yeah,
They're probably
yeah.
like, yo, you gotta stop. They're like, motherfucker, you stop. They're like, hey, whoa.
We ain't stopping.
you stop first. If you stop, we'll stop.
Like, let your people go. Like,
Literally,
let your people go.
It's the same thing as like what happened with Hong Kong and what happened with our protests. Like, period. Like, fucking everybody here was like talking shit about the Chinese government trying to impose their will on fucking Hong Kong and shit. And then fucking months later,
They did
those
the same
people that were fucking like, oh, boo-hoo China, they're evil. We're like, yes, fucking baton our people.
Yes.
Rubber bullet them bitches.
Yeah.
Pepper spray them bitches.
They're out there destroying things. They deserve to be hurt. Like, okay, word. Couple months ago, you weren't saying that about Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Dope. And like, so like, okay, here's my thing about the Chinese concentration camps is like, so far I've really only heard right wingers talk about it. I'm like, I'll understand a leftist talking about it because I'm like, fine, like. You already don't agree with the kids in cages type shit. But like, if you're a right winger talking about concentration camps, suck my fucking dick. Yeah. Like, you support that shit. Like, point blank period. Mm-hmm. If we were in China, you'd be licking fucking Xi Jinping's fucking boots and being like, this is the best thing you could possibly fucking do. Thank you for keeping our fucking shit safe because I'm a fucking boot licking bitch.
Well, Jeremy, I know you're getting pretty heated right now, but you should take a look at your social credit score and maybe want to consider that before continuing this line of thinking.
Did you have any like specific details about it? Like that's like we're like
I said, I only saw it a couple of days ago, and I didn't like really get a chance to look too deep into it.
Yeah, because that's.
But,
I feel like people are making a little different claims here and there, which is one of the things that like something is going on. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's some sort of concentration camp, something for what it's like.
There's a camp for people. Over
it's
there.
way in Western China, right? It's like pretty much bordering the Middle East.
Yeah, like in the northeastern.
It's a huge fucking swath of land in the country.
It's
so
huge as fuck.
And so
like 500.
I've heard
camps and shit.
I've heard claims where it's like there's concentration camps. I've heard where it's like they're trying to get their like women to have children more ethnically main Chinese people or something like
just because they're all like Muslim and all that, and
like I don't know. I
mostly.
I saw something where one guy who was one of the people who was talking about it was I think he was a British or European journalist who also had some real fucked up opinions about other shit, who was like a hardcore like Zionist and shit. So it's like, that's what Jeremy's saying, like only right wingers are talking about it. And that doesn't mean it's not true and not happening. Right. But it's also like, I would like some more articles on this that are well researched by like people who aren't the scum of the earth. I mean, maybe that just means I have to do more research on my own.
I mean, but even still, like that day that I did see it, and I did like I said, I didn't go too deep into it, but I did like look at like a little bit of shit. But it wasn't like a lot of sites that was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of sites that I could click on and go to it and shit. Mm-hmm. Like the way I actually found out about it was somebody had posted this video of this girl. She was doing like a makeup tutorial and shit. And like a couple seconds into the makeup tutorial, she's like, yeah, and this is how you make your eyelashes longer. You can pick up your phone and Google Chinese concentration camps and shit like that. I was like, yo, like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's a weird fucking thing. It definitely warrants some more looking at. That's
They make all the masks that we wear though.
In the camps?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound great.
not all the masks, but
a majority of the ones that we see.
The blue ones.
Yeah.
I'm one of those wraparound neck scarf guys now. They got to work with one. You know what I'm talking about? Those like those gaiters.
Yeah.
I see people with them all the time.
Let me just plug the Naya real quick. We sell those. Yeah. With our monkey on it. Go ahead and go to NayaStudios.com. Check that out.
Merch. All right. Well, are we ready for predictions though?
I think we are. Nobody's got any other stories, right?
No, not that I can think of.
Oh, wait, no. We do have a story that we didn't fucking talk about. The secret police are snatching people off the streets of fucking Portland and New York. Like,
unmarked, like minivans.
Not only in Portland.
And New York, too.
And Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky, too.
It's probably going to be everywhere there's protests at this point.
Too, snatching them up.
And threatening the people that they're with.
Yeah, like, hey, don't follow us.
You follow, we'll shoot you.
I don't know how we almost passed that up, because that's the craziest fucking thing I've heard this whole year.
It's like
that's wild.
Absolute Gestapo shit.
Yeah. Like we are literally
crazy.
Like we're at the point of like, this is fascism. Like it's not this looks like fascism anymore. This is fascism.
Straight up.
Yeah, no, 100%.
No, yeah, we're not living in the land that we think we live.
No, yeah. Land of the free, home of the fucking fascists.
Well, this is like the part in the history books where like when we look back on it, it's like, okay, so we've been living in a fascist country for like 30 years, and this is when people like,
this is now we're supposed to fight, but nobody's fighting.
I mean, there's some people there's some people that are like, I think this is gonna motivate some shit. I mean,
I don't know, man. I haven't seen like stop snatching people off the street riots, or like where are these people you snatched off the street riots.
That's true.
I have seen some people stop them people from getting snatched off the street though.
Yeah.
Some good videos, some nice ones. Fucking kind of shit makes your dick hard. Like you're fucking like, yeah, bitch, let's go. Knock that fed on his ass, baby. Like, fuck yes. Like, fuck them feds.
Yeah.
The one dude at the Black Lives Matter protest shot the one dude with the AK.
Oh yeah, that also happened. Jesus Christ!
And like they tried to say like the right wingers were trying so hard to fucking be like, that dude was in the right, where like the dude shot from the moving vehicle into the fucking crowd at somebody. They're like, he drew his weapon, fucking blah blah, and it was an open carry state, right? Yeah. So it's like, you support open carry states and all this bullshit, but this man was just open carrying and had a gun out, so he gets to be shot. Bullshit! Like, you're fucking arguing against your own fucking beliefs at this point. You fucking cocksucker.
Two arguments that were that I kept seeing from those kinds of people. That one was like the thing you were saying. The other one was like, that idiot didn't even know how to shoot a gun. Like, I would love to see any of these fucking idiots try and shoot a rifle in a crowd at a moving vehicle.
Right.
I would absolutely love to see like how many fucking civilians they killed by like doing that.
Yeah, St. John
like
Wick, fucking walking past, be like,
But yeah, that guy was like there at the protest with his like a paraplegic wife and like had a gun for protection, basically.
Right.
And tried to fucking protect himself.
That is fucking crazy. As an add-on to the Fed snatching people up in unmarked vehicles thing, they're also deploying feds to major crime cities as just like, they're going to be here now. Like, feds are coming to Cleveland, feds are coming to Chicago.
What?
Yeah. You haven't heard about this?
No, feds coming here?
Feds are coming here, and they're going to, they're getting, a whole new base of operations here. Mm-hmm. And it's strictly to combat street crime.
Yeah, they already been, arresting people.
I love federally combating street crime.
Street crime?
Street crime. Street crime.
So whatever you think crime is, if you do it on the street, that's what they talking about.
It's now a government charge.
Yeah. Federal government's out here arresting fucking people selling dime bags. Like, that's what I see in my head.
This is why it fucking, anyone who knows about the shit that the FBI used to be doing, like COINTELPRO and MK Ultra and Project Mockingbird and shit, and when they... And they're like, oh, that was crazy. They used to do that. And they're still fucking doing it, man. They just had all these motherfuckers ready to go. What do you think they were doing? Sitting at the office twiddling their thumbs? Yeah. No, they're already doing evil shit that they didn't stop doing. You think that after the fucking 70s, they're like, oh, damn, all this dirt we have on every newspaper in the country, so they'll print they literally had fucking blackmail on journalists and newspaper editors. And oh yeah, they just stopped doing that. What?
Yeah, no. Yeah. No, the thing is now we don't even have journalists. That's the thing. It's now they're all fucking people who are journalists are just TV people.
They're yes men.
Yeah,
they're just gonna do what they tell them to do.
There are some journalists out there, and they tend to be
they tend to commit suicide a lot.
That happens, yeah. And then there's people who stay in there are investigative journalists who stay in their beats and don't get fucking outside of that shit because it gets rough. Worst case or best case scenario, you probably get fucking blackballed from working. And yeah, COINTELPRO, infiltrating leftist organizations and stuff and trying to steer them into certain ways. What do you think happened with Occupy Wall Street, where everyone was missing the point and making things take long? They literally, people have found the playbook they had that's here's what you do when you hijack a leftist radical group. It's you make things take too long. You add too much bureaucracy to it. You want to give space to bad opinions and shit. And they're this happens all the fucking time. It's happened at certain protests even recently, where I think people are trying to exclude people. It's a whole thing, man. It's they didn't stop. And they're going to keep doing it, and they're going to do worse shit on top of it, as we're seeing right now.
Literally.
Yeah, if they're coming in to just combat street crime, that's an issue.
Yeah, we're talking about the same organization that, assassinated U.S. citizens in their own homes. They're not going to...
And, when they're snatching people up, they're probably just, experimenting on them, and then they're putting them back out here.
Turning them to the soldiers.
Oh, see, that's where I differ. I think the shit that they're doing is more mundane and more evil than anything like that. Although I say that after fucking reading 8 books about how they were giving prisoners 30 hits of LSD a day for a month or whatever. So who knows?
That would be a crazy time in prison.
That would be a horrible time in prison.
Every day?
That would be horrible.
At least one or two of those famous serial killers was traced down to having been fucked up through one of those programs.
Does anybody remember their predictions from last month?
Nope.
I do.
You remember yours? What was
Mine
yours?
was that the NBA was not going to start.
And mine was that it was. And I was correct.
Oh, yeah.
Mine was that Joe Biden was going to drop out.
And trying to be Trump's
running mate.
Running mate, yeah, okay.
I don't remember. I listened to the podcast again, but I was listening to it on the way over, and I got to right before we did predictions. So I can't. Does anyone remember what I said? Shit.
Whatever, me and you will just go with brand new predictions because they didn't come true, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to say mine probably wasn't true. It was probably some weird shit.
I think it was more I think he said everything's going to open back up or close back down or something like that.
Let's go with one of those and let's say I'm wrong for the point of argument. Or I was wrong.
For this month, I believe that Jonah Hill is actually going to listen to our podcast.
Oh my God.
And take my my challenge of a fight against Jonah Hill very seriously.
This is the secret, man. You put the energy in the world you want to get back. You have to have a vision board with Jonah Hill on it,
with boxing gloves,
with headphones, with headphones and boxing gloves. He will listen to the podcast and he will fight you.
and then he will fund a whole pay-per-view for me and him to fight. And then by next month, me and Jonah Hill are gonna have our fight set. And then
you'd settle for Twitch though.
What?
You do it on Twitch.
Yeah, we do it on Twitch. I would settle for Twitch. Free. The exposure level of fighting Jonah Hill. And this corner, coming from Not Your Average Hipsters.
Where?
They do a close up on you. You're showing the business card. Oh yeah, this is where you're gonna go.
Our business card that doesn't even have any of the correct information on it. Hey guys, we've got like 1,000 business cards. None of them have the right shit on it. We don't even got the website on it. We didn't have the website.
Updated cards.
When we made the business cards, hey, if you want some business cards, hit me up. I think it's got the Podbean on it. You get to the Podbean from there.
The Podbean.
Facebook.
It gives you enough to search for Not Your Average Hipsters and find it on your own.
Go from there. We'll give you the motherfucking tutorial, okay?
Google. A link here that just says Google QAnon.
So yeah, that's my prediction. I'm gonna get my boxing match set up with Jonah Hill after he listens to the podcast. Calls me out.
I got I have a prediction that's it's another one where it's like I want this to happen. This is actually what I want to happen. I think that there's going to be a national or at least very large teacher strike about having kids go back to school. I think that if there's ever a time for that union to fucking flex its muscles a little bit, it's fucking now.
And for higher pay.
Yeah, 100%. I think I've seen a couple, I can't remember what school district it was, but one said like, hey, we're not going to open unless you like increase the minimum wage and do fucking Medicare for all and shit. So like, I think if they can really get some like shit like that going on a more national level, that'd be super cool. And I think it's something that is totally possible.
One thing I want to add now that you've mentioned teachers and school, this is more news. Rewinding back to the news. I just want to mention how crazy it is that in the same month, Donald Trump was like, hey, I'm going to defund schools from fucking federal money, essentially, if they don't open back up. And then a couple weeks later, hey, I think we should postpone the election.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he did say that, which is
the voter fraud shit. He did say that shit like a couple of days ago.
He can't do himself, and it probably wouldn't get past Congress. He said it before, though.
Right? No, I understand that, but like I'm just talking about the absolute fucking batshit craziness that we can fucking open back up for school.
Yeah,
but
we gotta cancel.
We can't have an election. Like, okay, okay.
Well, most of the election places are in schools, and that's a hotbed, man.
All right, I'm sorry. Back to predictions now.
I mean, I don't really have one, or if you want. I mean, I don't really have one.
Oh, come on, you can say.
So I got one that there's gonna be a mass corona outbreak in the NBA. So like now that they started playing games again, by next month,
how would that even be possible?
80% of the
we didn't even talk about sports coming back. Holy shit!
80% of the players in the NBA are gonna have coronavirus.
None have coronavirus right now.
I gotta throw out that in a month too.
They can't leave. Oh, they can't leave.
Right, they can't.
When they come back, they can't go back with everybody until they un-corona. They got to quarantine when they come back.
You got the bubble.
They don't be following the rules, man.
I know.
People don't follow the rules.
I got to throw out one thing, one more news thing.
Because it's going to shut down the NBA again. You don't be sad about it.
Okay, that's my prediction, and the NBA is going to continue. Fuck his prediction. And it's going to be running strong.
Have anybody watched any of the games where they got like the cardboard cutouts in the seats?
It's ridiculous.
That shit is fucking hilarious.
The baseball one's hilarious. It's like a bad video game where you can see it like clipping around and shit.
I want that to stay. I want that to be the norm now. I want that to be the new normal. It's like
good, actually.
Cardboard cutouts in fucking sports.
I don't like it.
I love it.
Herman Cain died.
Herman Cain did die. Mm-hmm. After going to the Trump rally, where he's like, no, I'm not going to wear no fucking mask. We're tired of it. And then he got COVID and died.
Damn.
That's what's going to happen in the NBA, but they're not going to die because they're athletes. They don't sustain it, but they're going to fucking all get COVID.
Dude, but like,
Not in baseball. You know why?
Why?
Because they're always like 6 feet apart in baseball.
No, but like you know how
They are far apart in baseball. Everybody is far apart.
Nigga, when they get on base, they're literally like this.
That's way less contact than the whole game like this.
They gotta chill out.
Yeah. Back up. I mean, double teaming niggas. And
They don't have a bubble, man.
They gotta chill out in that,
bubble, man.
in that fucking in the dugout. They gotta hang out there.
They can social distance
in the dugout.
The dugout.
Dugout ain't big enough for that shit.
Man, stand your ass outside the dugout. Half the team, you know what I'm saying? Inside,
You don't be
outside.
playing anyway.
Telling you, NBA catching coronavirus.
NBA not catching coronavirus.
You got one, Dorian? You got a prediction?
All right, so my prediction is going to be Kanye and Kim do divorce next month.
Oh, Kanye and Kim divorce.
Yeah.
Our divorce court's open.
Is Kanye gonna drop a new album when he gets divorced?
Dude, that'd be the
Because he
funniest.
dropped an
Same
album
day.
when he got married, pretty much.
Dude,
Same day.
Dude,
You gonna drop the album?
divorced Kanye making an album is the funny.
We getting
Dude,
808 part 2, man.
No, because I feel like that's like heartbreak energy. You know, I feel like real divorced energy is like, I'm having the most fun with my boys right now.
Him and Dave Chappelle.
It's gonna be like Watch
Him and
the
Dave
Throne.
Chappelle are actually gonna do a joint now.
Wyoming too?
Yeah, it's gonna be Watch the Throne Part 2. It's gonna be like I'm having
did he
so
come
much
back?
fun. I'm having so much fun actually. Like
right.
not fucking tied down, man. That's the Kanye album I want to listen to. It's like none of the artsy bullshit he was on.
And he's like kind of just dogging Kim through the whole album.
Oh,
like,
On his Eminem shit.
Just subtle side.
He has a whole bunch of Eminem skits throughout it because he's always talking to Kim.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Eminem pops up on a feature in one of the songs.
That'd be
Part
like,
2?
I would love.
No, it's
10 part 2 would be ridiculous.
He has Northwest in there doing
Oh my
the voice.
God.
I just want to hear Eminem on a Kanye beat. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Hear that guy have to rap like slow.
No, you still rap fast on it. He'll find a way.
Yeah.
Just do it like twice the speed.
He's like a dude that can't use one hand in basketball. You always find a way.
Yeah.
At the court where you're good at. You know what I'm saying?
all right. Well, on that note of Kanye fucking divorce album, I think that's not Jack James, baby.
Peace.
Peace.